Hey, it's been a long time since I showed you the front yard. Here's this moringa tree. It's got a few drumsticks starting on it, but I trimmed back the squash plants and took out the acorn squash, and now they look a lot happier. Fresh and green. Got some squash developing on there. And then I also removed all these sunflowers off of here, and the chickens are having a great time with those. But there's comfrey, there's some cowpeas that it's time for me to pick those pods, and I planted this at the same time and it's only now starting to do something. More comfrey, marigolds, cowpeas. These cowpeas haven't done anything. Tomato to clone, more cowpeas that aren't doing anything, and more marigold and comfrey. And then over here, it's harvest time for the watermelons. So I've already got one inside, and then there's one big one there and one big one here. And see the tendril. Well, the tendril's not dead all the way back, but I've been having splitting issues, so I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest these. Yep, nice and yellow on the bottom. And then see, here's one that's split. Unfortunately, so let's remove that. I don't think that's going to be any good, but the chickens will like it. And then this one definitely has the dead tendril there. See? I'll grab that because I just watered it, and they'll split if I leave them to soak up that watering after a few days of not watering. There we go. That's pretty decent. Check out the size of this moringa tree. Can you believe that we just planted that this spring? And it is loaded with drumsticks. So I'm going to pick a few of our first drumsticks today. And then at the base, our sweet potatoes are doing pretty okay. And I've picked a few tomatoes so far. There's two from today. That's a tiny one there, but I'll go ahead and take it. Yeah, really happy with this moringa. Over here, I've really let this buttercup squash go to powdery mildew, and it's straggled all around. It's only made 2 squashes, so I'm going to pick this one today because I would like to remove this plant. But yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like the squash wattle has pretty much passed its peak. So it had a terrible bout with powdery mildew, and I neglected it. But I think this remaining zucchini can probably go on. It's escaped its little wattle. And then here is the guava tree. It dropped a bunch of immature guavas, and then it's starting to let loose of some of these. Hopefully they'll get bigger than that. One year we got some pretty large, I would say apple-sized ones. And they're supposed to turn kind of a blush color. And then they're kind of a fuchsia color in the middle. This is a very pleasant surprise. This is like the 4th flush, I would say, maybe even the 5th. Did not expect those. I just picked some the other day, and then these popped up. I'd better grab them tonight. Now, one thing I don't like is this wild fungus has colonized onto the straw bale, and this oyster is merged with it. So I'm not really thrilled about that. And I don't know. Anyways, 10 pounds of mushrooms from this. Pretty cool. And it is fig season. So, time for me to pull down these boughs and pluck some delicious figs. Yeah, well, that is the front yard harvest for today. I feel pretty good about that.